Hey everybody. So sorry I didn't do my daily content this morning. I was not feeling very good. Still not feeling the greatest. I don't know if it's all the junk that I ate because I haven't been eating like that here recently or what, but I woke up at like midnight with an upset stomach and tossed and turned for like several hours, and then I started throwing up, and it has just not been a fun day for me. So sorry I didn't do my content, and I wasn't even going to do anything at all, but I am in my vocalization era, right? Speaking and using my voice, right? So let me preface this with saying that I am thankful for the opportunities that Cosmo and I have been given with being able to move out of the shelter and move into our own home. However, it has been HE double hockey sticks ever since we moved in here, and I haven't really vocalized about it because I've been trying to look on the brighter side of things. But as I'm taking a shower and trying to not vomit because of the horrific reeking smell of cigarette smoke that seeps through into our apartment from our neighbors, I can't do it anymore. I can't keep my opinion to myself anymore. I have voiced since day one of us moving in here that this is an issue, especially with Cosmo having asthma. And I keep getting met with backlash, especially to the tune of them threatening to, or them telling me that I could end my lease if I paid $2,500 to end it, instead of fixing the issue. And before anybody says anything, I know you can't always control what your tenants do. However, in the lease agreement, it even tells us that we are not to smoke in our apartments. And our neighbor does it from sun up to sundown, and it is so bad, you guys. Like in the living room, it's not as bad, but like when we go into the bathroom or into the kitchen, it's awful. Like it is so bad. The property itself is trashy too. I've had so many people that have come by, and they're like, how do people live like this? I'm like, I don't know. It's just, I'm trying to look on the brighter side of things, but I can't anymore. For like the very first month we were here, we didn't even have a working bathtub. Didn't have a working garbage disposal or a dishwasher. Our first night, our refrigerator had this horrific chemically smell, and when I moved it to check under it and stuff, or behind it and everything, there was cat litter, cigarette butts, and roaches. So that was fun. So they ended up replacing that, but the floors are disgusting. So like I had to scrape up so much cat poop when we moved in. It was disgusting. And like Cosmo and I walk around with socks because I've mopped this floor so many times, but you can tell whoever lived here before also smoked in the apartment, and they had cats, and I had cats, so that's not an excuse. I'm just saying I had two cats that were very clean cats. That's not an excuse, but it was disgusting. Okay. And I have tried over and over again. So the big hiccup though, and I feel like it's starting to border into, I don't feel like they're being truthful, and I feel like they are, I don't know. So when we moved in, they agreed to let Creek Nation pay for our deposits to move in. They understood the situation. They understood that I came from a DV situation, and that's the reason why Creek Nation, and then after that, I would be paying for everything, right? So it has been a battle ever since, because Creek Nation sent the check February 28th, and allegedly, according to the property managers, they haven't received it yet, which I call BS on. Either way, they're not applying it to my account, and they have threatened several times to evict me because of it. I paid for March's rent, and I tried to pay ahead for April's rent, but now I'm freaking out because they still haven't gotten the deposits yet, the deposit check. So really, my April's rent went towards the deposits, and I still have a remaining balance, and they've threatened to evict me even after I paid like $1,700 to them. They're threatening to evict me. And they didn't tell me when I moved in. So it's a property management in Wichita, Kansas. Okay. And I don't even remember the name of the property. So the apartment complex, by the way, for anybody around the Tulsa area, is Heston Point. So don't ever move into Heston Point. I would highly recommend you not move in here. The only good thing here has been the maintenance guy. He's been really amazing, and he has been trying to take care of everything as much as he can. But you can tell he's getting pushed back from the landlords as well. So it's Wichita Point. It's Point Guard Management. Those are my landlords. They're in Wichita, Kansas. So they're not even here. So they don't even see the property. Okay. I tried to tell them that it was false advertising. When we moved in, we were told that it was central heat and air, and it is not. So we had to get a window unit. There were so many things that they lied about. And like I said, the property is disgusting and it's trashy. And every time we come home, there's cigarette smoke or weed smoke or whatever. And it's bad. The laundry mat that they have here, the reason why we go somewhere else is because it's actually cheaper to go somewhere else, because the laundry mat here, you have to use a card and they charge you a percentage. Oh, and that's where I was going with that earlier. They charge you a percentage to use your card to use their laundry mat, and they charge you a percentage to pay your rent with a debit card online. Otherwise, you can send a check, which I don't trust sending a check because allegedly they haven't gotten their check from Creek Nation, which again, I call CAP, and I've been working with my court advocate about all of that. So yeah, I paid $1,700 for rent alone, and then another almost $100 in fees to pay said rent for March and April. And every time I complain about anything like the cigarette smoke, I get met with, well, you can pay $2,500 and break your lease and blah, blah, blah. And then they want to go back to the deposit check after I've already paid so much. So again, I'm in my era of not biting my tongue anymore and voicing my issues. And this is very much turning into a slumlord situation. And it's very frustrating, especially because I don't have any options right now. My lease isn't up until August. I don't have money to go anywhere else. I don't have anybody, like I don't have anything. So like I'm just kind of stuck here, hoping that they get their heads out of their butts and fix it. So here I am. Probably not the best thing to do. I don't know, but I don't know what else to do because they're not listening to me. They're not listening to my court advocate. They have lied through their teeth and been caught several times in their lies. And it's just, I can't do it anymore. So like I said, I was trying to take a shower after being sick all day, and the cigarette smell was so bad that like I was trying so hard not to throw up in my shower that was meant to help me feel better after throwing up all day. So yeah, Heston Point Apartments in Tulsa. Don't ever move here. If you live anywhere that deals with point management, leasing or whatever, don't ever deal with them. They're a joke. I feel like they are frauds. I feel like they are thieves. And so, yeah, it's very frustrating. This is my first place getting out on my own. And, excuse my French, but it has been hell ever since we moved in here. And like I said, I have been trying so hard to make the best of it. I've been trying so hard, but I can't anymore because like I said, Cosmo has asthma. And I have a very weak stomach. So like smells like that like really, really bother me. And people that know me in real life know like stuff like that really bothers me. So yeah, I'm done being silent. So I will keep you guys updated. I don't know what else to do. My court advocate was texting me while I was making this video, so I will see what she says. But I'm at a loss and I'm very frustrated, so I'm just using my voice on all my platforms that I have to use my voice. So bye guys, remember to stay kind.